Hello everyone, this is Jeff Byers. I'm your instructor for this course, and we are going to talk about getting your most important, very valuable software on your computers. So first things, you need to make sure that you check for driver updates for Windows 8 or 10 or whatever Windows platform you're using, or updates for your Macintosh if you're using a Mac computer. OS X, and then you need to check and make sure your drivers are updated to the latest versions, and then you need to make sure you check and make sure you have enough hard drive space for your software, so at least 20 gigabytes, and then you need a flash card for your files, or external hard drive for your files, so at least 32 gigabytes should do it for the course. Now anything lower, you probably run out of RAM for that, or a hard drive space for that, so make sure you have enough space for everything. Alright, so with that said, it's pretty easy to update Windows. You can just type in how do I update my drivers, my graphics drivers, or how do I update my version of Windows. You can just type that in and it should come up, and it should give you a kind of easy instructions on how to do that. If you also scroll down, I'm using Chrome for my web browser, but you can use anything. But you can look at these, and there's also videos you can look at how to update any graphics card on Windows 10. So you could watch that video to easily figure out how to do that. Again, this is kind of your domain. I'm not a IT specialist, so I can't help you with any specific issues. You'll have to make sure that you contact, and you might want to write this down, contact Technical Support Center, okay? And the email is tech, T-E-C-H, support, S-U-P-P-O-R-T, at jccc, that's 3 C's, .edu. So that's tech support at jcc.edu. And please contact them for any questions you have about basically any installation issues you're having, and they might be able to take you through how to and help you with installation. Okay? So with that said, let's go and download some software, at least get you started with that. Okay, the biggest major issue that we've had in the past is students not following directions on how to install software. So the best way to go is go ahead and search this. So Autodesk Maya Educational License. Now this is the 1-year subscription. Okay, you can see when I type this in, I'm looking for student and education software 1-year license. Now Maya does have a trial version, but that's only 30 days. Now if for some reason we start classes, which is a week from now or so, and you don't have it installed already, you're kind of in a bad situation, because now you're starting classes and we're ready to go. 90% of the students will be all ready to go, and they'll have the software all up and installed, because I'm sending out this email, and you guys hopefully will read your emails. Sending this email out on Canvas, so hopefully you'll get it and you'll start. Now let's say you don't get the email, and so what you can do is, your best bet is that you're going to have to get the trial version of Maya, which is 30 days, and then you're going to have to, while you're using that and going through the the modules, you're going to have to get the student education software 1-year license, because it takes about 2 to 3 days. Students have said 2 to 3 days, and some students have had to wait 2 weeks. So starting this right now ASAP will help ensure that you get the software that you need, okay? Because they have to verify that you're a student. They're getting a lot more. It used to be 2 years ago they never really verified you, but now they're being really sticklers about it. So what I would suggest you do is that you have a pad of paper and a pen or a pencil, and you're writing down this information, okay? So Autodesk Maya Educational License, and then you want to click on Student and Educational Software, okay? Right. So now you're going to come up with this page. Now with this page, which is cool, is that you can look at all the software they have available. Now we want Maya, okay? And now Maya comes with Arnold, okay? So Maya, when you're installing it, you have to sit there with it. Wait for it. If you walk away from it, you might miss something. So don't walk away. So when you're installing, don't walk away. Watch it install. Make sure that when it asks you questions like, do you want us to install Arnold? Do you want us to install this? It's got little check boxes. Make sure you check mark everything, okay? Especially Arnold. Otherwise, when you install Maya and you miss that, you don't check mark all the pieces that you need to install. And I'm not sure all of them. You know, it's been a while since I installed Maya, but because it's updated pretty easily. But the first installation is going to ask you, do you want Arnold installed? Do you want this? Do you want that? Just check mark everything. Check mark everything. Okay? And then you should be good. And the next one you need is Mudbox. We're not going to use Mudbox a lot. I prefer ZBrush. In fact, I don't know. I really don't like Mudbox, but ZBrush costs money. If you want to get ZBrush, go for it. It's a lot easier to use, but it costs a lot more money than Mudbox. Mudbox is free. ZBrush is not. So they have a limited version of ZBrush. I can't remember what it's called, but I have a version of ZBrush. I like it. So if you want to use ZBrush, feel free to, and I'll be happy to help you through that as far as for when we're working on our projects, what you need to do. Just let me know. I need to know the people that are going to use ZBrush and the people that are going to be using Mudbox. Mudbox is not, we're just going to have it. We're going to do like one little thing with it, and you can continue using it or not using it. It's up to you. But those are the things, those are the two that we need to have. Now, I do want you to know about Sketchbook. You might want to download that as well, Sketchbook. It's fun. It's a drawing and painting app. So there you go. So those are basically the three that I'd like you to download. Okay, and again, Sketchbook is not required. It's just more of a fun thing to have, and it's free. And then Mudbox is required, and Maya is required. Maya 2020. Okay. So how do you get started? Well, right next to getting started, this is how it works. So let's go ahead and watch that.
The Autodesk Education Plan gives eligible students and educators single-user access to Autodesk software and learning tools to help them build the skills and knowledge needed to begin a meaningful career. The Education Plan includes free access to Autodesk Desktop, Cloud, Web, and mobile products and services available through the Education Community website. The Education Plan simplifies software access, requiring just a single once-a-year renewal of eligibility to extend access to all available products. Getting started is easy. Go to the Get Products page to explore available products. Click Get Started. If you are an existing user, sign in to your account. If you don't have an Autodesk account, you'll have the option to create one. Select your country, education role, institution type, institution name, and date of birth. Then enter your name, email, and password, and accept the terms. Once submitted, you'll receive a verification email to verify your email address and activate your account. Next, you will need to complete your education profile. Start typing your school name and choose the correct option from the drop-down list. If you do not see your school listed, click the link to Add School and complete the form. Note that it may take up to 7 days for your school to be validated and added to the list. At this point, it is very important you ensure your account information is accurate before moving forward. If it is, click the blue button to confirm your eligibility. You may be asked to submit further documentation for proof of eligibility. Your documentation must include your full legal name, the name of the educational institution, and a date within the current school term. Examples of appropriate documentation include a transcript, school-issued confirmation letter, or a copy of your student ID, as long as they fulfill the 3 requirements. You will have up to 14 days to upload a suitable document, but you will not get access to Autodesk products and services through the Education Plan until your eligibility has been confirmed. Once your documentation has been submitted, it may take up to 48 hours for your eligibility status to be determined by SheerID, our third-party verification services provider. Once your eligibility is confirmed, you will receive a confirmation email welcoming you to the education community. The email will include links to the Get Products page, support resources, and the education community page. From this point, you will have a full year of access to the education plan, renewable for as long as you remain eligible. Autodesk is committed to supporting education and providing eligible students and educators with free access to a year-to-year renewable education plan so that you can acquire and showcase the skills needed to position yourself for career success. Unlock access to the education plan by confirming your eligibility today.
Okay, so it can take a long time to get this done. That's why it's important to start right away. I can't stress that enough. I've had students that wait till the last minute, they don't open their emails, and all of a sudden they're scrambling. Well, you don't need to freak out. You don't need to scramble. You can also go in there and do a free trial version of Maya, and that's 30 days. So while you're messing around with this, trying to get yourself set up for the 1-year access to all their products, you can go ahead and do 30-day trials on Maya 2020 and Mudbox 2020. Okay, and of course you can do Sketchbook. All these are open for 30 days if you haven't done that before. If you've done it before, you can't do it again, unfortunately. So again, get started. So follow the video again if you need to. Do exactly now. Johnson County Community College. It's not called JCCC. That won't go through. You have to spell it out, Johnson County Community College, or make sure you find it on that list. It should be in that list. Okay, when you're going through all the registration, and then you click on your email, make sure you give them your student email account. I think that runs much better than just giving them like a Yahoo account or Hotmail account. I would prefer that you guys use your JCCC student email account, okay, edu account, because that attached edu, I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but I do that when I registered and it went through pretty quickly. Make sure you have your student ID card. If you don't have that, because of COVID's kind of caused a lot of issues with that, make sure you get the documentation that they need somehow. Okay. Push. Work with them. Send them emails. There's nothing I can do for you at this point. You're kind of on your own to get this stuff done. But when we start classes, everybody should have, if not the 1-year subscription completely finished and ready to go, or you have a 30-day version of this software. Okay, that is up to you, either or. Okay? All right? And of course, we're going through these hard times. Everybody's going through them, and students and instructors are under a lot of stress. Of course, I'm going to work with you. I can't help you with installation. I'm not a professional installer. All I know is I go through the same process you go through. You may have issues again with your Windows. You might need to update your Windows. You might need to update your graphics card for these softwares to install. Also, you need to have enough hard drive space. We talked about that. Okay. So with that said, you should be able to get Maya downloaded and installed. Follow the instructions exactly the way they want it, and make sure you have verification ready to go. Work with student services if you need more verification. Work with the tech support at JCC to get yourself verified. It just takes time, okay? And that's the only time you're going to get stressed is if you wait to the last minute to do this, okay? So make sure that you reach out to me, and do your part to get all this stuff put together. Unfortunately, this is online stuff, and we've got to work together the best we can. Again, 30-day trial is your backup, okay, for all the software. Most software, even Adobe products like Photoshop, has a 30-day, and I'm sure some of you have already used that up. Okay, I'm looking into whether or not JCC has access to licenses for you guys, so I'm waiting to hear back for that. And then anything else you have questions about, please contact me at jbyers3 at jcc.edu. That's JBYERS number 3 at jccc.edu. So that's my direct email before classes start, and you can contact me there. And I want you to. So make sure you introduce yourself. If you email me, introduce yourself and tell me what class you're taking, what course you're taking with me, and then go ahead and go on to what you need. What you want me to know. If you want to update me on stuff, that's great. I love that. Love to hear from you. Substance Painter, very exciting. This is a lot easier to get, at least it used to be. So, education, university, and schools. So we click on the top one. And here we go. Now, of course, we've got this, teachers and educations and blah, blah, blah. So make sure that you can get your free license. Okay, just follow those instructions and just follow that. Your message: if you need a student license, make sure you check the Get Your Free License button. That's right here. This contact form is for any request related to educational license. Okay. Alright, so students and teachers, you are entitled to free personal license. This is exciting software. If you've not used it at the high school level, which I'd be surprised if you did, but I'm not surprised in some technology areas in your high schools, like Blue Valley has some good technology schools and programs. So if you've had a chance to use Substance Painter, you're going to find out that is super, super cool. And it's for texturing your models right in 3D, so it's really cool. You can texture and lay materials on the objects. It's really, really cool, and that's something we're going to be using in the classroom. Now, you don't have to download this. I mean, this is required software, but if you want to use Photoshop to texture everything and you're used to that, laying out UVs and texturing with Photoshop, that's really slow. That takes a lot longer than using Substance Painter. Substance Painter is super fast and a lot easier than using using the old Photoshop. Lay out UVs and use Photoshop to paint everything and place images on. Substance Painter is much easier and a lot more fun. So go ahead and follow and get that license there. It should be pretty straightforward and easy to use, and the file's not so big. Now the Maya file will be like 6 to 8 gigabytes. And this file I think is going to be like a gig, 1 or 1.2 gigabytes. So we've already got like 10 gigabytes already of software. So make sure you make sure you have enough room on your hard drive. Okay, you might have to back up some stuff and get rid of some of your stuff, your old stuff. Alright, so that's it. So you've got Maya, you've got Mudbox, and maybe Sketchbook, and then you've got Substance Painter. Okay, those are the pieces of software that I need. I'm looking into Photoshop, so don't worry about Photoshop right now. Alright, thank you so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. We start basically classes on January 19th, okay, Tuesday. So you're gonna jump right into you're gonna get on Canvas, and you're gonna find my class, the class that you have with me, and you're basically gonna open that up, and you're gonna go right to assignments. Okay, and then you're gonna find in my assignments, I got everything in the assignments. I don't have anything in the modules folder. I do everything in assignments. So click on the assignments and everything will be laid out for you. Okay, so you'll start with module 1, and the first thing we want to do again is to make sure that we get your attendance done right away. So the very first thing is you'll click on the assignments, and you'll go to module 1 discussion post, and you'll go ahead and follow the discussion assignment and post that right away. That's the first thing you're going to do, and then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and open up Module 1, Modeling a Low Poly and High Poly Food Can, Part 1. So make sure you start that right away. Now textbooks, again, these are highly recommended, but please do not feel like you need to purchase them. Okay, they are excellent reference books, and I have both of them, and they're fantastic. It's the 3D Game Textures 3rd edition and How to Become a Video Game Artist. Again, it's highly recommended. You don't have to get those. They're not required. Of course, we just went over software and how to get that going. Please, I think we're going to have a great semester. In fact, I know we're going to have a great semester. Just need to have you do your part, which is get that software loaded and get it ready and just kind of play around in it and make yourself comfortable with it by watching videos now. And if you have any questions, just email me at jbyers3@jcc.edu, and have a great day, have a safe day, and have a healthy day. I'll see ya.